Good morning. Chet, what do you think of my new flat brim? Kind of rakish on me, I'd say. And it's a Ford hat. So, today's message is buy the best tool. By that I mean, whenever you buy a tool, buy the best tool that you can afford at that time so you can have it for a longer period of time. In the long run, you'll be money ahead if you spend a little more on a good tool that'll last you for years and years to come, will give you better performance, and will make it so that you're happy with your tool for the use that you bought it for, and you'll continue to use it. Now, I'll say one caveat or one exception to that. If you know that you're only going to use a tool once or twice, and you may be able to get away with a more economical model because you're not going to reuse it, that would make sense. But in general, spend the money, buy the best tool, and you'll be much happier. Now, you all know that Papa Steve makes a lot of things out of wood. Evie has her hope chest. You've all slept in the bunk beds that are now in Chet's room. And when Evie was little, when Evie was born, my dad and I made the crib that Evie and all of you slept in when you were babies. So, in order to do that, in order to make all those things out of wood, I had to have tools. In fact, I have a lot of tools. A lot of tools. In fact, Nana would tell you I have too many tools, but that's almost impossible. And I got to thinking, as I was thinking about buying the best tool, of all my tools, what's the best tool I ever bought? And I settled on this. This is a Festool track saw. Now, it has a lot of nice features on it by itself. It's a plunge saw, so there's no blade sticking out until you push down on this button and the blade comes out and you can cut. Also, it's part of a system, and the system includes a track like this so that when you cut with the saw, it'll slide back and forth in a straight line. It also includes this dust collection system. When you buy the system, the dust collection makes it work better. It collects the sawdust from the saw, plus the sawdust from the air with a HEPA filter, so that you're not breathing in sawdust. It's a great system. It works well together, but it only works perfectly when they're all three components are there. Let's do a little demonstration of how this system works so that you can see why it's Papa Steve's favorite tool. Okay, let me show you how this works. First off, I'll turn the track over, and you see these two black strips. Those are rubber grip strips. So when you put it down on the wood, it doesn't slide back and forth. It sticks to the wood. The second thing you need to have is a mark on your board. You can see here, Papa Steve drew this line on the board. So in order to make this cut off of this wood, I just have to take the track and put this edge of the track, which has a plastic guard, right on the line. Just right on the line. And then when I take the saw and slide it over the track and the wood, it'll cut all the way through the wood. Remember, this is a particular kind of saw, plunge saw, where the blade comes out when I push the button. And I set the depth of the blade to cut. I just wanted to cut through the wood and a tiny bit into this pink pad that I have on my bench. That way it doesn't cut the workbench. It's a safe way to cut, and it'll make a nice, neat, clean cut. So let's give it a try. I'm going to check again, make sure my edge is right on the line where I want it. Place the saw on the track. Make sure that I have my safety goggles and ear protection on. Yep, I do. And now we'll just make the cut. There. And just like that, we have a nice neat cut that we made. No sawdust here, no sawdust in the air, and we can see why this is Papa Steve's favorite tool. Can you see why I like it? But it's a system, and you need each component, the saw, the track, and the dust collection system, to make it the best tool I ever owned. This is Papa Steve's Workshop, and I'm Papa Steve.